Hey, happy Friday, everybody. This is your market update for April 21st. I hope that you're all having a great day. Not a whole lot going on in the stock market today. This morning opened up pretty much unchanged. Currently the Dow is down 10, NASDAQ is up 9, S&P 500 pretty much flat on the day. So trading in a very tight range, not a whole lot going on. Mortgage-backed securities had a good day yesterday, closed up 20 basis points, closed up above that 50-day moving average, which is that key level of support we want to hold because that could lead to some improvement in mortgage rates moving forward. We were hoping that positive momentum in the market yesterday would carry over into the bond market today, and in fact it did. Mortgage-backed securities opened up 2 basis points, and at one point in time were up as much as 17 basis points. However, then some positive manufacturing data came out that basically supported that manufacturing is potentially expanding instead of contracting. We have seen some contraction for the last 4 or 5 reports that have come out. So the market is looking at that as potential for giving the Federal Reserve some information that would support them, continuing to increase the Fed funds rate moving forward. Kind of weighed heavy on the bond market, reverse course, currently down 5 basis points, but fortunately still above the 50-day moving average. So nice to see that key level of support holding in place. So I mentioned a couple times this week, that there hasn't been a lot of information coming out as there has been in the last couple weeks in regards to labor, inflation, things like that. Market has really been looking strongly at Federal Reserve members speaking, comments made, as well as corporate earnings, which we're basically just kicking off corporate earnings season. So the market will be looking at that strongly moving forward. There were a couple of members of the Federal Reserve that made comments today. One in particular mentioned that he believes that the Federal Reserve is coming to the end of their monetary tightening phase. That would support that, maybe see one more rate hike and maybe hold steady after that. There was another one that mentioned that they still believe that there was a lot of work to be done to bring inflation into check. So as I mentioned, you're going to have Federal Reserve members that have differing opinions. So that's why they have meetings. That's why they have votes. So we'll see the next meeting, what ultimately ends up happening. But next week will be jam-packed full of information, with the most important report being the PCE report coming out on Friday, which is the Personal Consumer Expenditures Report, which is the key measure of inflation the Fed looks at very strongly. That's their favorite measure of inflation. We also have on Tuesday, new home sales information, Wednesday, mortgage application information, Thursday, initial jobless claims information for last week. It'll be this week, next week. And then also pending home sales information. So we'll wait and see what information comes out next week and how that impacts the market. In the meantime, I hope you have a great weekend, great afternoon, and I will see you on Monday.